I'm gonna start off with everything I picked up that was unsigned. Then we're gonna get into the signed books, the trading cards, the knickknacks, all that kind of stuff, and we're gonna break down the experience. But I just recently got this and I wanted to throw it in. It's the J. Scott Campbell Marvel Rivals Magic. I picked up this one. I never go for the signed ones because J. Scott Campbell's gonna be at New York Comic Con, so I can get them signed there. But wanted to include that as well. But everything in here on out is San Diego Comic Con stuff. So during San Diego, you guys, like I said in the beginning, I was doing a ton of shows representing Alex Ross, Rups Comics, Bill Sienkiewicz, all that kind of stuff, running around like a madman during San Diego. So I missed out on a bunch of stuff on Whatnot. So I was happy to see this still available. This is MacMan Comics, and this is the Battle Beast. Look at that spot foil. I love the eyes. Was this limited to 600 copies? Yes. So I had to grab this one. Huge shout out, that blood, that spot foil. Absolutely amazing. And then one of the main books and main things I wanted to pick up, you guys know me, I'm a huge Mark Spears fanboy, so we got all of the Mark Spears. I only went with the cardstock ones because the foils up until the new printer was a little bit dark. So we got issue number 2, the Jaws. This one's by far my favorite. I love the exclusive Comic-Con in the bubble. And then the guy at the booth was super cool. We had a little mix up with my orders. They actually rang me up for all of the same book. So they were able to fix that and all that kind of stuff at the booth. I contacted KeenSpot customer support. Just a little technical difficulty. So for my patience, he let me buy one of the foil card stocks on, or one of the foil books like the last day. So they had some stuff left over. I swung by just to make sure everything was good, and then he let me pick one of these up. So I got it at booth price. So like I said, the foils are dark, but Mark, shout out to him, KeenSpot, they have a new printer now, and they look absolutely phenomenal, but this in hand still looks great. And then I got issue in number 2, and then I got another issue in number 2. So those were amazing, so had to grab those. And then you know I love supporting my guys in Nomos Comics. These are phenomenal. The Mortal Kombat's done by Will Shriek. New artist to me, and his painted style is phenomenal. All the smoke coming off that, all the blood embossed foil, and then all the Sub-Zero. Love that. I'm a huge video game fan. And then again, a shout out to Nomos. You got the X-Ray bloody version. So again, love these. And this one is numbered 70 out of 200. The other one was 40 out of 200. So immaculate quality. And then we had the Rudy A.O. spot foil Halloween, which again, 84 out of 200. So if you guys sleep on Nomos, in phenomenal books in hand. These things feel like metal. A big Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees fan. I forgot who gave me this, forgot his booth, but he stopped me where I was going, just tossed me this for free. So shout out to you. This is the Swamp Thing homage, but yeah, love this. This is the new issue, Rite of Passage. Totally forget your name. San Diego was insane. I can't remember the booth. If you see this video, drop your stuff down in the comments so I can shout you out. And then speaking of shout outs, shout out to Trinity Comics. I bought a couple of these during MegaCon and, you know, sold them with Rups Comics and all that. So I was sad to see these go. So these were booth price, like 20, 25 bucks. Just grabbed the trade. Peach Momoko Magic. Love that cover. And then speaking of booth price stuff, I only had time to grab a couple things that I wanted. So it was kind of crazy. If the line was over like 15, 20 minutes, I wasn't waiting. But this Witchblade art germ embossed foil, immaculate. I know it's going to be tough to see in person, but all of these embossed foils and everything. And then gotta show some love to Collector Cove and Collector Cave, I'm so sorry, and Jonathan Urbane. Anytime he drops a cover, I'm definitely going to grab it. Spawn artist, and he dropped this Donkey Kong. Yeah, I'm a huge video game guy, so why not? Why not? Nice little spot foil. And then lastly, Ghost Machine, shout out to them. I've been looking for this for a while. I think this was what, the premiere variant or whatever. They had these at the booth for like 15, 20 bucks. So I grabbed those. But we have a ton of signed books, Invincible trading cards, and Magic the Trading Cards coming up. All right, you've noticed I've been flashing some pictures and images about some things that just kind of give you an experience of what it was like. But this was a surprise. I am a huge Halo fan, if you don't know. Got it tatted on me. I was actually pro for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the voice actor, Jeff, for the double kill, triple kill, he did all the voices for all the announcers in the games. He was actually there, so I stopped. I was shook. absolutely shook. I got to meet Master Chief and the voice of Cortana. So I was super excited, told me about his experience with those, checked out my tattoos. We talked for like 20 minutes. I had chills the whole time. I'm a huge fanboy when it comes to things like that. So man, definitely one of my prized things going up on my Halo shelf. And then I don't have the other one yet. Check out John Boy's Instagram. He already posted a picture. Check out my Instagram, but we have something coming from John Boy. We got a Battle Beast remark. We'll get to some Battle Beast stuff, but I picked this up and I was so happy. Signed in the green. This is the variant, and the only way you could get the holofoil COA was at his booth. He only had like 2 or 3 of these left. Brought it from his hotel. He held one back for me, so I was immaculately happy to grab these. Shout out to John Boy, one of my favorite artists. And guys, like I said, when that Battle Beast stuff comes in, it's going to be insane. Speaking of a Battle Beast, gotta get the Battle Beast San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I just went with the trade, you know, the foils. I don't need all those. I just like to get what I get. So collecting all these and signed in red by Ryan Otley. Dude was super overwhelmed from all these Invincible trading cards. We're going to talk about these in a bit, but he was very overwhelmed getting all those signed. So just a quick signature, and shout out to Ryan Otley, man. Always an incredible time. We talked about Ghost Machine earlier. Yes, sir. Finally got one of these. I've been trying to collect this set, but man, Hyde Street's not ordered by a lot of people. Read your books. Hyde Street from Ghost Machine is a phenomenal horror series. So they had, these are the 1 in 20s. I'm trying to put this set together. I'm probably going to have to go on eBay and pick them up. But the cover artist was there and he had a bunch signed. These are 20 bucks. 20 bucks on the table, and online they're a little bit too pricey, so I'm probably going to wait till they come out and then I'll buy the set. But yes, signed cover artist, love it. Dr. Jelly and Mr. Peanut Butter. Phenomenal. Speaking of phenomenal, I'm not going to take it out and flip through it. You can check out my Instagram, link in the description. I already showed a bunch of my favorite images, but Chrissy Zulo, love her work. 2024, 2025 sketchbook, and yes, signed. When she said she was debuting this at San Diego Comic-Con, I knew I had to pick it up. If you haven't seen there is a ton of images and sketches and artwork from her I've never even seen. So me and my girlfriend, Lady Derz, we are huge Chrissy Zulo fans. So immaculately happy to pick those up. And then one of the big surprises of the cons, big shout out to Fury Comics. He reached out to me. We had some extra booth space at Rups Comics during the Martin Zavala and then Thaddeus Roebuck. This was a surprise. Spawn artist. I was fanboying so hard. He was literally sitting next to Todd McFarlane at the Image Spawn signing. So to have him at our booth, to talk with him, I shared some stuff. I'll share some pictures and clips all right there. So man, it was crazy. And then I picked up his cover because I have this at home, but I didn't have any of his stuff with me because it happened like as we were going to San Diego. That's how San Diego works. It's on the fly. Things just kind of happen and craziness ensues. So I picked up the King Spawn, got it signed in the gold, and then he had a Vampirella exclusive. And I love this. I forget what this is homaging, but man, love the red signature. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that is all the comic related stuff. I do, like I said, still have the John Boy book coming back in. This is all of the comic stuff, but we got some Invincible trading cards that debuted, and I was able to attend the Magic the Gathering experience. So let me clear these out and let's show those off. So these were 2 of the big trading card things that were going on during San Diego Comic-Con. Besides, I think Topps Marvel was there and some other things. So this was a free experience. It was right outside of the con. I'm keeping this one sealed. The Magic the Gathering Spider-Man Spider-Gwen. And before we show these off, I have this opened. I'll show a couple cards off. Let's play a quick clip just in case you missed it because it was a whole interactive experience.
Thank you. Thank you. Check out some of our other activations. You can check out other stuff that's loving for.
I said, that was crazy. I was able to get there. Line was a little long. You had to go online and fill out like a lottery thing, and it was free. It was right next to my hotel. So I said, why not? I used to collect Magic the Gathering and play it when I was a kid, so thought it'd be cool. So I'm not sure how good you're going to be able to see this, but you got a full deck. It was a full deck. They were teaching you guys how to play. I didn't sit and learn how to play. Love that Doc Ock. But you got a free comic book. So if you were able to sit down and play and all that kind of stuff, you got a free comic book. I didn't have time for that. Don't shuffle. Like I said, everything is in order. Spider-Man, Peter Parker, love that. So yes, the other one is still sealed. So I'm just going to keep these sealed. Thought it'd be cool. Grab 2 decks, and that's about it for those. But the other thing, these things were hitting like a train wreck. So these are the Invincible Keepsake Edition. You get 16 packs, 4 cards per pack, 2 relic hits. The line for this, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people.
So we'll get 2 of those.
What are you guys trying to get?
Huh? Yeah. I'm getting the exclusive for today, and then the mystery box.
These are all trading cards?
Yeah, they're over here. They're boxed up.
They were absolutely insane. They were handing out these cards if you made a purchase per day. So these were the poster ones, limited to, yeah, it's not gonna show, but limited to 100 for each one of these. You have the Mortal Guardians of the Globe, and then you have kind of the team card. So these are super cool poster. And then these were the main thing. So these are the event exclusives. These are 1 per customer. You got a Thursday and Friday one. San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and these are super, super cool. You had crazy chances with these. These are limited to 100. They could have been 1 of 1 in their character lasered signagraphs. So this one is Omni-Man and Invincible. I think this was the Friday one. I left Saturday, so I wasn't able to get them all. And yeah, you guys see that already over there. We'll get into that in a second, but I want to show off the other one for you guys. We're gonna have a full box break coming up of these. So this was the Friday, just the Mark Invincible Laser Signograph, number 224 out of 250. So, kept one sealed, had Otley sign it. Like I said, this was the debut of the whole Invincible collection, so I wanted to keep one for memory's sake, and then we do have a sealed box. So we're gonna break this on the channel, we'll do a whole video for it. Nice little pack break, but that is it. Let me know what your guys' favorite things were. Was it the cards, Invincible cards, Magic the Gathering? Like I said, I got to meet Todd McFarlane, so that was by far the major thing. I've said it a few times, I've dropped it in the link. If you guys have missed anything from San Diego, I have a full walkthrough video. Check the description, check my playlist. I've been dropping a ton of content. But other than this, I'm basically back after San Diego. I wanted to be dropping content once or twice a week, and that is the goal going forward. I'm gonna do some comic review videos, top-down format like that, so make sure you like, subscribe, comment especially. I love interacting with you. Check out all the links in the descriptions. Follow me on IG for all up-to-date news. But whatnot, that's where it's at. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Shout out to Rups Comics, Alex Ross, Bill Sienkiewicz, Alex Ross, everybody I met at San Diego. And you guys have a great week. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna get out of here. Stay legendary, and always much love.